poppin' YouTube family? It's your boy The White. Welcome back to the channel. Silverback Sea Eyes. Hope all is well with everybody. First off, do me a huge favor. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And hit that bell icon so you can be notified when I post new content. Now today, we're actually going to knock off 10 fragrances that are the ones you want to be reaching for when it's extremely hot outside. Those days, you know, where you don't really want to wear nothing heavy. You don't want to have to put a whole lot of thought into it, but you still want to smell good, but you don't want to be aggravated with your fragrance choice. Keep it locked. Well, let's get down to the business. But before I actually get off into today's list, I do have 3 different affiliate links. I got one with Scent Split. I got one with Olfactory Factory. And now I just got a new one with Venba fragrances. All 3 of them will be in the description of pretty much all the videos. Just wanted to let y'all know about that. But if y'all tap into those, y'all can help support the channel, help the channel continue to grow. Let's get off in today's list. First one. And this is kind of a twofer, but I'm going to show you the first fragrance first, and I got one coming back with it because I know what y'all going to be thinking after I show y'all. Ysl y Eau Fraishe. Now, this one here has been rumored to be discontinued. So, I got a second one, honorable mention, to go right alongside it. But this one here, you get lemon, you get ginger, extremely fresh. It was the one in the whole Ysl y family that strayed the furthest away from the typical fragrance DNA that they came with for this particular whole line of fragrances. And what it is, it's fresh, it's spicy. You got lemon, you got ginger, you got some pepper, and you got some mint hanging around in that background, but it's very prevalent within this fragrance here. This is one of those ones that you can spray and go with from a t-shirt on, like what I got on right now, polo shirt, on up to going somewhere important. But preferably, these are one of those ones where you can dress down and do some outside activity. Now, that second fragrance that I had to go along with it, since this one is potentially a tougher to find, is Dior Cologne. What can I say about this one that ain't already been said? Now, with this one here, doesn't last a long time. You get about 4 or 5 hours longevity. If it's extremely hot outside, it may beat it up a little bit within 3 hours. But that's the one that I wanted to put alongside Ysl y Eau Fraishe. Just so if you can't go that route and get that lemon pop there, you can get a lemon pop here and get more of a lemonade vibe. Perfect for the high heat. Next one. To the house of Versace with the Versace Man Eau Fraishe. You're going to hear that word Eau Fraishe a lot in this video. This one here, citrus, aromatic. Got a little bit of a tropical vibe, but it's way back in the background as far as how good it is. But it's extremely fresh. Been around forever. Very, very cost-efficient fragrance. Because this is I believe this is a 150 ml, if not 200 ml bottle. And, man, I've had it for years. And it's a go-to when it comes to being extremely hot outside, not wanting to put on something sticky and heavy, or maybe even cloying. Grab you this one right here, spray away. You can do 6, 10 sprays. And you ain't going to offend nobody, but it's going to give you that cooling vibe that makes you beat the heat, so to speak. Next one. One that I don't hear too many people talking about, or ever heard too many people talking about, and that's Lacoste 1212 Eau Fraishe. Once again, hitting them with another Eau Fraishe. Now, this is my little, I believe this is a 30 ml bottle here. What you get with this one here is fresh. It's citrus, a little bit green, with notes of lemon. You got watery notes. You got a limoncello note within this fragrance here. Now that, for me, is extremely unique because I've never even seen limoncello in any other fragrance. But this is one of those ones that I also can grab. And the benefit to grabbing this one right here when you're out and about when it's hot, not too many people's going to have it on because some people either don't know about it or maybe I've tucked this off into the collection and forgot about it like I did when I first got it. But it's one that I definitely feel that is a beat the heat type of fragrance that is definitely worthy of being on this list. Next one, and it's a consistent one on this channel, Choo Man Ice. Very, very fresh, lemony, somewhat aquatic, fresh scent. that is often compared to Dior, between like the Dior Homme Cologne and like your Invictus type of scent profiles. It just fits right on in those families. But with this one here, you get a lot of citron, you get some bergamot, and a little bit of mandarin orange kind of hanging out in the background. And then as it begins to dry down, it gets musky. And it has not a whole lot of embrox and push, but you do get that scent profile when you kind of just smell it and just the air hits it and carries it. Very, very pleasant. Never a bad time to smell like it. Next one. To the house of Terre de Hermes with Eau Gievree. Now this one here, heavy on the citron. Very, very refreshing and cooling scent profile. Even mineralic, so to speak. It's one of those ones that the citron is the star player, but you do also have a strong presence of juniper berries, which kind of gives it that gin tonic type of vibe, but it's not more in the boozy realm of things, just kind of gives you that piney, fresh gin vibe to back up that citron. And then as it begins to dry down, you got your Terre de Hermes signature woodiness that completes the fragrance off. Perfect for the high heat. It just almost, when it hits your skin, gives you like a cooling vibe. Makes you at least psyche to believe that you're getting cooler as every second that it's on your skin. Another one that's a staple on the channel, a little bit more pricey though, with Misensir Eau De Gingbre. Now, how could I have a list like this without putting the Alberto Maria's creation in the list? Very, very fresh, very, very ginger-oriented citrus fragrance here with a little bit of petitgrain and neroli combo to kind of give you some greenness. So it just fits right in, going into spring, coming out of spring, flowing right into the summer. It's a hot weather staple, but it's one of those ones that I can't say that you just can just go get it for dirt cheap on discounters, because that's not what this is. But it's worth every nickel. And with Alberto Maria as being one of those people that made the original Acqu de Gio, you know if he started another line, he was definitely going to have some bangers for extremely hot weather. And that can withstand the hands of time. Next one. We're going to the house of Maison Francis Kurkdjian with Acqu Celestia Forte Cologne. Love the color of this bottle. This one here, what you get citrusy, fruity, with some powdery vibes. Well off into the mid and going into the dry down. It's another warm weather staple within my collection. You do have some florals, but the notes that are most prevalent is that black currant and bergamot combo, leading to the florals being the mimosa, which gives you a little bit of a having fun, laid back party type of vibe, and some florals that are strongly like laying on the bed. It's laying on a bed of florals and going into a musky dried out. An extremely good fragrance right here that I haven't smelled on many people when I'm out and about when it's hot, but it's one that if they get their nose on it, I can almost guarantee you they'll at least want to sample. Next one. Headed to the house of Xerjoff with Torino 21. Beautiful bottle. Beautiful fragrance. Amazing performance. So this is one of those ones that the heat don't necessarily get the best of this fragrance. This one can hold its own. It's aromatic, it's fresh, spicy, green. But the notes in here that are really, really prevalent is that mint note, and it's not the too pasty candy smelling like mint. It's a very, very herbal, fresh mint with support notes of lemon and basil. So you get a very, very refreshing experience when you spray this one on your skin. But not only does it perform when it's not extremely hot, well off into those hot days, this one will perform. It's worth every nickel of what you pay for a Xerjoff fragrance. But still, make sure you shop it around on discounters so you can get a discounted price and you're not paying retail. Second to last, one that's extremely new to the collection, but perfect for the topic. Tom Ford, Manderino Di Amalfi. This one here, if you want to hear the full review and all the nuances that goes along with this fragrance, make sure you watch that video. But this one here is Mandarin Orange. You got some neroli, if I'm not mistaken, for this one right here. Very, very fresh, very, very vacation-y type of vibe. And doesn't last forever, but I get my 4 or 5 hours out of it, which is about all I need for a fresh fragrance that I'm going somewhere for a few hours, especially if I'm spending some time outside and that temperature starting to go north of about 75 degrees. I'll just take it with me and spray me a little bit more so I can keep the flow going if that's what I want to do. But a bunch of citrus in the opening, supported by some mint, supported by some black currant, and so you do have some green nuances in there. As it begins to dry down, you got orange blossom to combine with the Mandarin orange, so you're getting the orange vibe with white florals supporting it. And then as it begins to dry down, you get a musky, ambery, which is slightly with the amber, dry down. An amazing scent profile. I will say, if I'm going to push price point per meal or price point for performance, that's where this fragrance can take a little bit of a hit, but it smells so good I don't even care. It's one that I would always like to keep in my collection because it smells just that good. And last but not least, we're headed to the House of Bond number 9 with Eau De New York. What can I say about this one that I haven't already said? Very fresh, citrusy, cooling, neroli. So it's definitely got some green tinges to it. Perfect for high heat, and it does perform. White florals into the mid, and some jasmine, gardenia, lilies, plenty of florals in the mid once you get past the citrus opening with the bergamot and the green notes and the watery vibe that you get from this opening. And then well off into the dry down, you're going to get a musky dry down, which is the signature thing for Bond number 9 fragrances. Almost all of them got them some muskiness well off into the base notes and into the dry down. But this one here is perfect for high heat. And it's one that I've enjoyed enough over the years so much to where when next time I do have to replenish this bottle, I do want the big bottle that you saw on screen as far as the 100 ml bottle, because I like the design on the bottle, and this one here performs, and it's been well worth every nickel that I spent on it. Now, if you guys got some other high heat suggestions, make sure you leave them comment in the comments and let me know which ones that you suggest, which ones you think the next time I decide to do this list should be able to slide right in there, especially if I already own them, or if it's something that I need to get my nose on. Let me know, and I'll at least give me a sample and check it out. Other than that, that's my time. Peace.